boxing, though, and have heard over and over again, sung in arenas all over the world, there's only one Ricky Hatton. And I'd like that one Ricky Hatton to say a few words about his fighting. Ricky?
Hello. Hi, guys. Yeah, very much looking forward to this fight. Obviously, there's so many versions of world titles these days, but, my fight to Martin was get the chance to have number one in the division. And I'm a gentleman who's number 3 pound for pound, and, I can't speak any more highly of Sergio Martinez. I remember him from the early days back in England when he was boxing in leisure centres in England against people like Adrian Stone, so he's really paid his dues and he deserves to be held in such high recognition, which he's obviously held in. But, like any good fighter, a good fighter, and that's exactly what Sergio is. Every good fighter's reign comes to an end sometimes, and I believe it's Saturday night. There's always some young, hungry gun that comes forward, to take the mantle. And I believe Martin Murray is the man. He's like you say, he's been to the Lions Den before, fought Felixstowe, put in a performance, got a draw there where everyone thought it was a little bit too soon for him, and we didn't. And that will hold him in good stead for the task ahead. I've seen a change in Martin this week, to be honest with you. We know that if he just took the bull by the horns a little bit against Felixstowe, he maybe wouldn't have come away with the draw, he'd come away with the win, and he's put that right to his game. And I've seen a nasty Martin Murray this week. He's come over to Argentina. He's not overawed by the occasion like you would expect in Argentina when you're fighting someone as high a name as Sergio Martinez. He's brimming with confidence. He's never looked as sharp in sparring, and he's got a real nasty streak about him. What I mean, like last time where maybe against Felixstowe, maybe he should have started a couple of rounds earlier. He's going to put that right on Saturday night. I've never seen him, and he knows he's got to be aggressive in this fight, and I've seen a total change in his demeanour this week, and the main thing from his promoter in coming up all the way to Argentina, I don't want to see the occasion getting to him, anything like that, and that is certainly not been the case. He can't come quick enough for Saturday night, so, we're certainly grateful for sharing the ring with a champion as good as Sergio Martinez, but I think every good champion's reign comes to an end, and I think Sergio's will be coming to an end on Saturday.
Thanks, Ricky. I disagree with you, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now to the fighters. I have tremendous respect for this young man. He's never tasted defeat. I love the way he fights. He's a high-pressure fighter. He's relentless. I thought he beat Felix Sturm. And I know that this is a real challenge. I know he did not come to Argentina overwhelmed or scared. He came here believing he's going to win, and he's been telling everyone who'll listen to him that he's going to win. And I'm sure he's going to tell you the same thing right now. Martin Murray?
Yeah.
You want to say a few words? Martin?
Yeah, obviously it's a pleasure to be here fighting Sergio in Argentina. I've had a great training camp. Like you just said, I've not come over there to lose or to make numbers up. I've trained hard, and I truly believe I can win. Sergio's a great fighter who I've looked up to over the past couple of years, but I truly think it's my time, and whatever Sergio brings on Saturday, I'll be ready for him. I'm just looking forward to being involved in a great fight.
Thank you, Martin.
Yeah.
The next gentleman I'm going to announce is the greatest fighter I have ever promoted. Not only because he's a terrific talent, not only because he's, in my mind, at the top of the pound-for-pound list, right with Floyd Mayweather, but also because of the type of man he is. He's just a good human being. He's got a great sense of social consciousness. He's back in his homeland where he's waited to fight until this moment, until he could watch this type of event. And this is going to 3,000 people at Club Atletico de Los Sarsfield, supporting their hometown hero, supporting a future Hall of Famer. And it's my honor to present my fighter, Sergio Martinez. Sergio. Oh, and just translating for Sergio will be Ricardo Figueroa.
Hola, hola, me estoy hablando yo, habla Sergio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sergio speaking.
Yes. Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Cómo están todos?
Good afternoon. How is everyone?
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo le va? ¿Todo bien? Aquí está todo perfecto, todo estupendo, mejor que nunca.
Because everything is well on his side, better than ever.
Bueno, bien, estamos con mucha confianza y la expectativa es enorme, porque la repercusión que hay aquí en Argentina es espectacular. Así que me encuentro mucho más animado que nunca. Eso es muy positivo para mí.
He's very confident. He knows that the expectations are very high, but he is training at a very high level and he's very confident that he's going to have a great fight on Saturday.
No sé qué es. Bueno, bien, y este sábado pienso ganar por knockout porque mi preparación es la mejor de todas. Y mi estado de ánimo está muy por encima que incluso que en el último combate frente a Chávez Jr.
This Saturday, this fight will end by knockout. His training and his confidence at the highest level, even higher than his previous bout with Chavez, and therefore he predicts a knockout this Saturday night. So, gracias, Sergio. Thank you very much. And I'm going to now open this up to questions from the press.
Our next question is from Chris Guns with BoxingPulse.com. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my first question is for Martin. Martin, you fought all your fights in Great Britain besides the Felix Stern fight, and you fought. He was past prime, and it was a almost even fight according to everybody. What do you think prepares you for taking on this kind of animal in his homeland of Argentina?
The Felix Stern fight was a great learning experience for me, and you know I learned loads in that fight. Loads of things I learned in that fight I'm going to be bringing into this fight with me. But the fact that it's such a big challenge, I know that a performance on Saturday is going to have to be the best performance from me, but it's a performance I'm more than capable of doing. And the fact that it's against such a great fighter in his homeland has got me up for it, and I need them type of fights now where I can raise my game, and I know I'll raise my game on Saturday. And like I said, I'm just looking forward to putting all the hard training into good use and coming out victorious.
And Sergio earned his name in the sport. A lot of people have him as high up as number 2 or 3 in the world. He faced everybody, all kinds of styles, from Paul Williams to Kelly Pavlik, and he's been in the big events against Chavez. How do you assess Sergio's career, and how do you feel like is your best plan to beat him? What's the best way to fight Sergio Martinez?
To beat Martinez?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never fought anybody like Sergio's style before. We've had all different types of sparring in, and again, that was hard to get a southpaw to emulate Sergio's style with it being so unique. But we got plenty of different sparring partners in who all did the things that we needed, and we've had a good training camp. As well as that, I've got a great trainer who's always come up with the right game plan and the right tactics, and we just think and we know that we've got what it takes to beat Martinez.
Good luck, Martin. Sergio, it's been a while since you fought in front of your hometown. What kind of reception have you received?
Sergio, llevas años que no has peleado frente a tu gente. ¿Qué tipo de recepción te han brindado?
La mejor que podían haberme dado. Creo que es imposible llegar con el afecto con el que yo llegué. Es imposible que esto sea mejor.
It's been amazing, the best that you can imagine possible. Landing here and having the people cheering you and just the love and it's very overwhelming. You know how everybody's treating me right now.
I know Lou DiBella thinks highly of Martin Murray, but a lot of people don't give him much of a shot against you. You You do have
La
some,
gente no le dan una gran oportunidad contra ti, Sergio.
you have some legitimate.
¿Cómo me repite, por favor? Que mucha gente no lo ven, te dan un visto, obviamente, para usted ganar este combate, pero ¿cómo usted se prepara, obviamente, con un boxeador de este calibre?
Pues el combate va a ser difícil, no va a ser nada fácil, porque Murray tiene mucho para ganar y poco para perder. Entonces yo no puedo confiar en las estadísticas. Las estadísticas son solo números y eso es algo que no existe, es algo inexistente.
Statistics are just, those are just numbers and what people's opinions are, but this is going to be a very tough fight. I am fully aware of that, and I never take any of that for granted. I know how people can predict, but when you get in the ring, it's a fight, and this guy, he deserves to be in the ring with me, and I don't look at any of that stuff, so I'm prepared for a very, very, very tough fight.
I hear you, and Martin Murray might pull an upset. You never know. You can't really overlook anyone. But if you are successful, what are the chances that your next fight might be against someone like Gennady Golovkin or Peter Quillen, someone who people give a legitimate chance to fight and beat you?
Él entiende que obviamente...
I think we'd rather not talk about his next fight before this one. He's got a pretty big challenge on Saturday night. We'll worry about his next fight after the fight.
Okay, and one more
Me
question.
preguntó que qué opinabas después de esto y Lu interrumpió diciendo vamos a enfocarnos en este combate y luego de este combate hablaremos de algunos potenciales oponentes en el futuro.
Sí, tiene razón Lu, porque es lo que yo siempre digo, yo no puedo hablar de mi próximo rival cuando dentro de 4 días tengo un combate muy difícil, no puedo, o sea, me enfrento a un campeón del mundo y no puedo pensar en el día posterior, es algo lógico.
He seconds Lu's emotion, saying, he takes every fight very serious. He cannot overlook Murray, and therefore he'd rather just take care of business on Saturday, and after that day, then he can look forward to his future plans. But as Lu said, we'll talk about future opponents after the fight.
Totally understandable. And one more question for Sergio. You're not getting any younger, Sergio. I haven't seen any signs of slippage from you, but nobody can defy Father Time unless maybe Bernard Hopkins you're talking. How much longer do you see yourself fighting, and do you see any changes as you got older? Do you see any changes in your skill?
Pero él obviamente sabe que usted está entrando en edad, pero honestamente él no ve sabe que usted está regresando, todavía hace muy bien, muy habilidoso y muy fuerte, pero sabemos que papá tiempo nos alcanza a todos, quizás menos a algún Bernard Hopkins, pero ¿cómo usted visualiza su futuro? ¿Cuántos años más, qué tiempo más usted se ve en este deporte?
Recién después del día 27, recién después de este sábado, voy a poder meditar eso. Ahora en estos momentos pues no es conveniente que piense en lo que puede pasar el día 28.
He said that basically he doesn't even think of that kind of stuff right now. He's focused right now as he's fighting. His fight is coming up. He says maybe after the fight he'll talk with his team, and as they move with their future plans, he can give an answer to that. But right now he doesn't think of any of that, his age or any retirement date. So that right now that's not even a question in his mind.
Good luck, Sergio. Good luck, Martin. Thank you, guys.
Suerte, Sergio y Martin.
Muchísimas gracias.